Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So, we have spent quite some time with the new Xiaomi Mi Gaming Laptop that offers great specs for a reasonable price. So, let's jump in and take a look what's inside the box. The package itself didn't blow our minds away. Xiaomi Mi Gaming Laptop is packaged in a classic brown box, in which it is securely coated with thick styrofoam. Alongside the laptop we also received user manual and a nice charger with an adapter for your region. In our case it was European adapter. The heart of the Xiaomi Mi Gaming Laptop is an Intel Core i7 chip. It is a 6-core processor that is capable of running at a steady frequency of 2.6 GHz. Alongside a fast processor sits NVIDIA new RTX2060 graphic card that will suit pretty much any gamer's needs. What's special about this new line of NVIDIA graphics is the ray tracing capability that enhances the shadows and reflections in the game and makes it more real. Other specifications are also not bad at all, as Xiaomi Mi Gaming Laptop comes with 16 GB of RAM that helps with multitasking and 512 GB of NVMe storage. Regarding the connectivity, we have Bluetooth 5, dual Wi-Fi, 4 USB 3 ports, HDMI 2, headphone jack and a microphone input. We also have a micro SD slot, Ethernet port and a charging port. But the laptop doesn't come with a USB Type-C port anymore like it did in the previous generation. The laptop comes with a Chinese version of Windows 10 Home operating system, so you will need to reinstall it in order to set any other languages or just use a language pack for your region. Xiaomi Mi Gaming Laptop also has an average 1 megapixel camera that is just good enough for video calls. The laptop is made out of matte dark grey aluminium that both looks really good and is nice to the touch, but it is prone to fingerprints, so you will need to clean it frequently. What we really like about this gaming laptop is that it doesn't have that classic gaming laptop look with tons of flashy lights and gamery design. It is made to not only be a gaming laptop but a daily driver. For a gaming laptop it is not that heavy at 2.6 kilograms and also not that thick at all at 21 mm. On the left we have two 3.5 mm headphones jacks and two USB 3 ports. On the back of the laptop we have a charging port, HDMI 2, another USB port and an Ethernet port. On the right hand side we have an SD card reader and another USB port. Thanks to the weight and notch on the front of the laptop, it can be opened with one finger, but because of this chin at the back, it can't be opened further than this. When open, we can see the only branding visible on the entire laptop, that is this little Mi logo below the screen, as at the top we can see the camera. The inside of the Xiaomi Mi Gaming Laptop is also nice looking, made dark grey aluminium. Bezels around the screen are relatively thin, with a small rubber going all the way around for better protection in case of vibrations during transport. Display has been upgraded significantly since the last version. It is a 15.6-inch Full HD display with an IPS panel. The IPS panel offers more than just great response times that have dropped from around 45 milliseconds in previous generation of the laptop to around 10 milliseconds, which means that playing fast shooters should be free of ghosting. Thanks to a comparatively low black level of just 0.23 nits and a decent maximum brightness of around 300 nits, the resulting contrast ratio is 1300 to 1. Color space coverage is around 93% as RGB, with the viewing angles that don't disappoint either. The display's refresh rate has also been upgraded from 60 Hz to 144 Hz, which means that playing video games will be even smoother. Overall, a great display for the price. The keyboard and trackpad deserve a special mention as they both impress and offer a great user experience. The keyboard has 5 macro keys on the left hand side, as well as a fan key that will ramp up the fan speed. The keys give a mechanical feel and are big enough for fast and effective typing. Gamers should be pleased with the intensive RGB illumination, which can be adjusted in several steps, has various modes and can be split into 4 zones if so desired. Since the keyboard is moved to the far back, we get enough space for a big, comfortable palm rest and also a big trackpad. As necessary for a modern device, the Mi Gaming Laptop also supports various gestures. Laptop is run by a fast Intel Core i7 processor from a higher price range that is capable of running any task desired. 16 GB of RAM is today's golden standard of more powerful laptops, as is 512 GB of storage, in our case of fast NVMe SSD. For the most of the time, the fans work at around 30 decibels, which means they won't be annoying or even hurt. But when heavy tasking, such as games and heavy editing begin, the system noise rises up to 60 decibels, which is pretty loud. As far as the temperatures are concerned, Xiaomi again did a good job, as at maximum load the temperature didn't rise above 50 degrees Celsius on the top and 55 degrees Celsius on the bottom of the laptop. As for the idle temperatures, they didn't rise above 25 Celsius. Thanks to the great cooling system, the graphic card and processor won't overheat. We reached the maximum temperature of graphics card at 70 degrees Celsius and 80 degrees for the processor. The laptop has 2 downward firing 3-watt speakers that boast a Dolby Atmos certificate. Maximum volume is pretty loud at 80 decibels, but of course the quality is not as good here than it is at medium volume. Overall, the sound is clear and not distorted, it sounds compact and full and leaves a good impression. Despite the NVIDIA Optimus support, Xiaomi Mi Gaming Laptop won't set any records in terms of battery life. It has an average 55 Wh lithium-ion polymer battery that has at most average battery life with up to 4.5 hours of normal use. As for the heavy lifting, it will only be able to run the laptop for about an hour at a maximum brightness. The RTX2060 is a powerful graphics card that will be able to run pretty much every game on the market right now, with over 60 frames per second and more at maximum settings, with exception of Anno 1800 and games of similar caliber, where at maximum settings the frame rate is likely to drop lower than 60. First impressions were really positive. The design and build quality is really impressive. Mi Gaming Laptop is compact and good looking, without a trace of gaming-like design. On the laptop we get a Chinese version of Windows 10 operating system, which we can change by reinstalling the OS itself. The display is great, has benefits an IPS display with great viewing angles, dynamic, colorful picture, high 144Hz refresh rate and a high enough luminosity for outdoor use. The keyboard has a gaming layout. It is very comfortable and nice to type on, and with it moved all the way up we get a nice big clickpad that is smooth and accurate and palm rests nicely. The laptop itself is responsive and fast, so the need for a pricier gaming laptop never occurred. For the most of the time the laptop sits quietly and without a sign of overheating. Only when under load it may get a little bit warmer and quite louder. The gaming experience is very good, thanks to the powerful graphics card and a nice display. Battery life is unfortunately nothing to write home about. Under my average use I got around 3 hours of battery life. As for the gaming, I recommend you use it with a charger, as it will only last for about an hour or so. The speakers are loud, but lack a bit of bass and frequency range, nothing out of ordinary though. As for the connectivity, we have all the major ports we need. The only port we are missing, and is worth mentioning, is the USB Type-C port. So, overall, a great laptop for gamers, students, office workers and special users that need a powerful laptop. Everyone that just wants a little bit more from their laptop will really appreciate the Xiaomi Gaming Notebook. So, that would be actually all for today, and until next time,
like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Ciao.